You think you know speed. You watch hockey, you see the blur, the number 29 carving up the ice, and you call it elite skating. A compliment, a measured technical term. You would be terribly, chillingly wrong. What Nathan MacKinnon produces is not mere speed. It is the violent, unnatural distortion of space and time itself, a phenomenon that defies physics and logic. It is the raw, burning force of a caged lightning bolt unleashed onto thin blades, transforming the pristine, sterile white of the rink into a dimension where only he dictates the pace. Every other supposedly swift player moves in slow motion, trapped in amber, while MacKinnon exists outside their miserable timeline, a phantom menace moving against the grain of reality. The terror of MacKinnon's play is rooted in its inherent impossibility. The collision of three primal forces, speed, power, and surgical skill, that should, by all rights, cancel each other out. A player so fast should be frail, easily deflected. Yet, when he plants his legs, the resulting force is seismic, capable of shattering defenses designed for lesser attacks. The Avalanche, under his chilling influence, became not just another contender, but a manifestation of modern hockey's terrifying evolution, with MacKinnon as its relentless, unstoppable heart. He does not simply lead the charge. He is the shockwave that announces the arrival of the inevitable, dragging the entire team through the shattered remnants of the opponent's strategy toward ultimate victory. He earned the 2024 Hart Trophy by performing acts of impossible athletic brutality, averaging speeds that would qualify as vehicular manslaughter on most suburban streets. Consider the evidence, the grotesque numbers behind the spectacle. 1 year, against the Anaheim Ducks, MacKinnon actually managed to briefly hit an unprecedented coasting speed of nearly 25 miles per hour after only 3 strides, a statistical anomaly that suggests his acceleration bypasses the typical muscular mechanics of human effort. Witnesses noted that during the 2022 Stanley Cup final run, opponents appeared visibly startled, almost paralyzed, not by the hits or the goals, but by the sheer suddenness of his presence when he appeared from seemingly nowhere, a hockey-playing cryptid materialized from the fog. And the power in his shot is so fundamentally aggressive that he occasionally uses lower flex sticks designed for softer shooters, purely to prevent the blade from disintegrating under the torque he generates in his violent delivery. This blend of attributes creates not an athlete, but a precision weapon, honed to inflict maximum psychological and physical damage, always shifting the ground upon which the opposition stands. The true horror of Nathan MacKinnon isn't the highlight reel goal or the dominating shift. It's the competitive intensity that never, ever blinks. It's the unsettling realization from the opposing bench that they are not playing against a man with a skill set, but against a furious, relentless entity driven by an unquenchable, terrifying thirst for dominance. When his eyes narrow and his mouth sets into that hard, unforgiving line, the temperature of the entire arena drops and the tempo of the game accelerates into a terrifying, unsustainable frenzy. He doesn't just change the tempo. He forces a malignant arrhythmia upon the opposition strategy, turning their structured efforts into panicked, desperate flailing. This unyielding, predatory focus is the true heartbeat of Colorado's modern success, and it pulses with a rhythm that promises only destruction for those who stand in its way. He is the engine without an off switch, the relentless pursuer in a nightmare you can't outrun. The game becomes his terrifying hunting ground, and every shift is an act of calculated violence against the very hope of his opponents. You see the number, you see the highlights, you hear the cheering fans, and you call it exciting hockey. But understand this. When Nathan MacKinnon takes the ice, he is not merely participating in a sport. He is the harbinger of a chilling, chaotic force, a reminder that true, raw speed blended with unyielding power is not beautiful. It is fundamentally, horribly unnerving. You think you know speed. You would be terribly, chillingly wrong.